Three, two, one.
Moo.
We got that.
Welcome in, everyone. My name is Jocelyn. I'm running this game. It's been a hot second. Welcome back to Starcrawl RPG and Not for Sale. We've come in with an energy tonight, folks. We are here. We are queer. We are full of existential fear and not nearly enough beer. So we're doing
Mhm.
our goddamn best out here. For those of you who don't know me or who need to know about me again, my name is Jocelyn. I use they, them pronouns, and I am the game master of this. Not, I keep wanting to say adventure. I guess it's an adventure. And it's weird. This story of being true to yourself in the face of capitalism, the true BBEG of all. But you can find me all over the internet at the Tipsy Tiger, even though Nightbot refuses to let you know where I
I'm
am.
about to beat its ass.
But yeah, I'm not streaming anything on my own channel for a while, so I'm just kind of popping around and being a silly little guy. So we are gonna go to Incha.
Hello, I was
Ev-
prepared this time.
Yay!
um, Hi, I'm Insha, and I will be Insha tomorrow. Yay. I go by she, they pronouns, and yeah, you can find me on the internet if you want. No pressure, but yeah.
Alec, who is also our technology wizard.
I be casting spells. Hi, everybody. My name is Alec. My pronouns are he, him. Find me all places on the internet at Tales Archived. I am Sterling Darling here on Not for Sale, and I'm also your tech wizard for tonight. When I'm not here, you can find me every Sunday over at Tales Archived. I'm the archivist for No One Realms Teleth, the 5th edition homebrew campaign set in my world of Ayosha. And I also play some Pathfinder over at Stealthy Elf Productions. That's me.
Fabulous. We are gonna go to Maz.
Hello, welcome on in, y'all. I'm Oz. There's a whole thing, but I forgot what it was. I'll be playing Brava, the Naga here at the Not for Sale Adventure, Revenge Story. I don't know,
Yeah, no, that sounds about right. That sounds about right.
but yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for. Ooh, is it this would be the penultimate episode, right?
Yes, this is the penultimate
Awesome. I know
session.
that word now.
It's a
Awesome.
great word. It's up there
It
with
is.
me for like egregore. I just like to throw $1 million
I like
words
it a
around and go like,
lot
"Oh,
where I accidentally wrote that word for Paint the Town Red's last episode,
right."
but I forgot that it was the word meaning before the end. I just thought it was a cool ass word.
It's a good
Anyway,
word.
it
It's a
is. Back to you.
fantastic word. Well, maybe we should have used penultimate for Grimoire
Back
Punk.
to you.
Anyway, Nate.
Moo. I'm a cow today. Hello, internet. How are you? I'm not gonna be playing Reggie.
What
I'm
is
the
happening? No, no,
cow.
you're not. No, you. I will turn this gay around.
Let him cook. Let him
He's the cow.
And so, why are you
let
enabling
Medium
this?
rare.
Ah, sweet rare. What?
Because cows cooking,
Gotcha.
I'm here now.
it
I
made
caught
sense
up.
in my head. Hi, internet. I'm Nate. Nice to meet you.
He's a cow. Who are you actually playing tonight?
Reggie. Or the cow. You
No.
don't know yet.
It's the cow.
Whoa. Moo.
How am I supposed to deliver a recap under these circumstances? I ask of you. Why would you put me?
It's an utter mystery.
Listen, we're not going to milk this for too long, okay? You come
The
to
link
my
text for this episode is going to be Nate's a cow.
you come into my house with your puns. All right, everyone. It's been a while, so let's do a recap. So the last time we saw our queer questers, they were fighting the hordes of mind-controlled clientele along with denial agent John. There was a big fight, and eventually they used a electric ripple in the power grid in order to shut down the nanobots that were controlling the people who were attacking them. John, who was very much under the both literal and figurative heels of the group, depending on who you were looking at, begged the group to release him because the Marvin and his cronies will find a way to shutter the building if they don't. You ended up leaving and running back to the caffeine caboodle, Charlotte giving you a safe space to recuperate as everyone's phone became updated with a list of emotions to redeem for points. There were quite a bit of emotional interactions. Josie telling Sterling that Sterling does not get hurt under any circumstances and having to accept that this was not something she could always guarantee. And Reggie finally breaking as he tried to emotionally support Brava, and they just could not accept it as they realized their true form or their Naga form had been spotted. When Reggie went outside, he ran into a mysterious woman who introduced herself as Divya, and it became clear that this is the person who was tracking Brava, who Brava then recognized as a longtime childhood friend from her time in the outer circles. And as you all split off for the night, Sterling, you went to find your family and saw smoke in the sky.
Totally forgot about that. I sure did.
You continue walking down the cobblestone streets, and other than the lingering sting of acrid smoke in the air, it feels exactly the same. Your feet follow the same drumbeat of the stones. Your body curves around corners, perfectly rehearsed. The curve of a bow across the strings of a fiddle, but all the while a scent in your nose that feels both familiar, foreboding, and yet completely foreign and ominous. And unfortunately, as you approach your home, the good news is it's not your home that's on fire, and the bad news is that it's the home right next to yours. You see the apartment complex next to yours where your family is up in flames. You see a failed commoditization fence has been shut down, causing the sparks as denial agents and people alike try to put out the blaze. And you see members of your family contributing as they can, depending on their physical and emotional capabilities. And you see that the denial agents are screaming things like, if you just let it happen, and then you made this thing happen, and people screaming back, fuck you, you fucking asshole. Like, it is an all out, like, it is a chaotic scene that is unfolding in front of you.
Is there anyone missing?
From your family?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Ooh.
I'm looking up your list. Give me a moment.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're okay.
Appreciate your patience as I look
Listen,
up.
I do the same shit. I'll be sitting there. My players are like, "Tell me about this." I'm like, "Let me pull up my documents."
Let me pull up my Google Doc.
Hold on a minute.
Would you hold, please? I'll turn on the hold music. Do, do,
I'm so
do, do,
sorry.
do. So you are missing two people. You are missing Talia, and you are missing Yaz.
Okay. Um, Sterling runs to the closest member of his crew that he sees outside, trying to help, and just
Des.
Okay, grabs them by the shoulder and just, are they up there? All the ruse gone. I think in this like panic,
I
there's no attempt to like
I don't
maintain it.
I don't I don't think so. I I thankfully it's not in our building. We're just trying to get everyone else out of the other one. They came in and tried to fucking commoditize it. They tried to commoditize a residential fucking building. There are fences being put up all over the city. I don't know what the fuck is going on. And I haven't seen Talia anywhere. I mean, usually I'm used to Talia kind of like lingering in the peripheral, but I can't even find her. And she said something about her head hurting because she got a sample from one of those fucking coffee shops.
I'll be right back. Stay here. Don't talk to them. I'll be right back.
With your consent, before you go, they will grab your hand,
Mm-hmm.
hold it, and say, "The last thing I need for you to do is to get yourself fucking killed. Please be fucking careful."
At this rate, I'm already dead. And he runs in.
You run into the building, which again is not your home, but is the neighboring building next to it. And you begin to navigate I'm going to need you to roll me a defy disaster as you come in and you feel this electric fire burning away at what is not a very structurally sound building. You are in the most rundown area of Lower Barrens as wooden planks begin to topple covered in flame.
Okay. You said defy disaster.
Yes, so you need to tell me what trait you're using and what you're willing to sacrifice in order to defy this.
But definitely. Hmm. Definitely going to be using daring here as the skill. And then what am I willing to sacrifice? Man. The mask. The mask.
Gasp!
Make that roll.
Le gasp.
The gasp.
Ooh. 6.
That is a failure, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
As you run into the building, you have you ever been in a situation like this before? Ever?
Oh, absolutely not. I don't think so.
I think that as you run in, everything the very few puzzle pieces that were clicked into place for you, right? The very few things that you could rely on
Mm-hmm.
shatter like a Jenga tower. And almost like the piece of a Jenga tower, you feel a flaming board not hit you, but come awfully freaking close
Mm-hmm.
as you realize in this moment that you might be a little in over your head. I am going to inflict the frightened condition on you.
Okay.
The good news is, though, is that you do see Yaz. Yaz appears to be trying to help a child out of the building. And Yaz looks at you and you look at their eyes and you very quickly realize they must have had the nanobots too, because it looks like they're struggling to get emotion out and something is buffering. Sterling
Run.
picks up the child, immediately takes off.
I think Sterling stands in the fire. A few seconds too long. It's just like that day in their youth where it all went up in flames.
You hear the sounds of what you know in reality are cracking boards and the snapping of wires, but you also hear the sounds of collision and screeching wheels. And I think we are going to cut away in this moment. Josie, you head back to the Hurston. And when you walk in, no one is there but your family. They are sitting at one of the tables. You see Adams is doing the thing where her leg is just bouncing up and down, making noticeable patters with a heeled boot on the floor. Sade is pacing on the stage, and Devin looks ready to destroy something. You don't know what. And as you come in, they immediately stand up and look at you.
What's wrong?
You see Adams looks at the other two. I know you're not gonna like this, but we closed down the Hurston tonight because Devin found the leak. We know who's been giving Marvin information.
Who?
Ronnie von Quagmire.
She's so good on her back. Of course she's good with her mouth too. Um,
Whoa, that's my sister, bro.
Yeah, what
I
the
know.
fuck?
Nate, you hear you feel a shudder. Reggie feels a shudder down his spine. Uh,
think Josie would just look at them and then be like, we can't even take care of it. It's Reggie's sister. Okay. And then I think at this point, it's like there's something like in the back of her head that's like kind of like itching at her. And but she's also like pulled, it feels like she's pulled into 5 different places at once. And she looks at Devin and Sade and go, the two of you, if you can find Ronnie, bring her here immediately. I want nothing better to scalp her. Bring her back. And if you need extra assistance, please call on us. Adam,
you see, mm,
you and I are going to take a ride. We need to pick up some people.
understood. But you see that Devin,
Yes.
Josie, there's a problem. Besides that,
What is it now?
you see Sade has been pacing and she looks at you with a mix of fear and shame and pulls out their phone and hits the emotion scared and is able to finally go, I drank the fucking stupid coffee. I'm sorry. I
You're fine. You're fine.
I
You're
have to
fine.
fucking pay for this shit. It feels like my brain is exploding. Josie,
Sade, look at me. You are fine. You are fine. We will fix this as soon as possible. Devin, did you drink anything?
no, thank God. Remember, I hate coffee,
Oh, yes, you were always the third favorite child.
and their
Uh,
tea fucking sucks. So, like hell, I was gonna drink that.
yeah, sure. Um,
You see, Sade gets that extra moment of fear, and then you see just almost eerily the emotion leaves her face.
Devin, I'm going to need you to do an extra favor for me. You are going to have to watch over her. Just for the time being. If you can, you know what? I'm going to have to take another little ride, but Adams is going to be you and me. We need to go now. And Devin, hold down the fort. Sade, you are going to be all right.
Okay.
Everybody has their orders?
They all look at you and they all tap the various moths they have tattooed on their body.
Perfect. Perfect. Now, Adams, come.
On it.
Come with
Where are
me.
we going?
We're going to pick up some people. Um, there's this there's something isn't there's something else that isn't right. We're going to do you remember the address that I gave you for Sterling?
Yeah, I do.
We're we're going that way. So grab the
D-
keys, get in the car, and then we will go and pick up Brava and Reggie as soon as possible.
So
We need to
Sterling
tell them.
first, then Brava and Reggie. Got it.
Yes.
Okay. The two of you get into the car and you experience a very similar sensation to what Sterling went through as the car rumbles and juts in streets that are far too small for the amount of cars that are parked, and some of them that are rotting away into metal compost from lack of use. As you as Adams weaves and curls through the streets, you too get that smell of smoke. And what you also notice is several stores have those fences around them, and with agents running like their lives absolutely depend on it. And Adams looks at you with a look of, I would stop if we had time." And they continue driving, and you see the scene that Sterling had seen, this apartment building completely up in flames. You see a bunch of people who you don't recognize, but something in you, I think, just might just know. And you see one of them as you walk out of the car, one of them runs towards you. This young woman, probably about 25, runs up to you, was giving away water to people who were getting pulled out of the building, looks at you and just goes, "Please tell me that you're here for Sterling."
Yes.
Hannah, one of Sterling's family, she
Oh,
went to she went into the building and she hasn't come out.
Josie immediately just hightails it into the building, does not care for her physical safety, just wants to go to them, especially after the conversation that they had where it's just like, they do not get hurt. Um,
Sterling, what does Josie see as she enters the burning building?
They don't see Sterling because he's looking for the person that's gone missing. I think easy enough to see, if I may, Jocelyn, when it comes to finding out where Sterling is. Her footfalls are pretty clear given the soot and the the pickup on the ground. I mean, you know what kind of shoes she wears, but she's running up the stairs looking for whoever's not out
For
yet.
Talia. Josie, as you walk in, you avoid a little bit of the Defy disaster because so much of the entrance has been kind of annihilated already and has fallen down. Your danger now is the carpet of flaming bits that have become an obstacle course for you. And you see on a side that maybe Sterling didn't see is a very pale, waifish looking woman with dark lawn hair who is just curled up in the corner, but so incredibly calm. And it's not the same as nanobots induced calm. It's a calm that comes from within.
I think immediately Josie would just, like, turn and look at them and just be like, "Darling, you have to come with me.
I'm going to get hurt.
You're not going to get hurt. You're going to get hurt if you stay here. If you keep here, it's going to be a bad day. So please, take my hand. I got you."
Very much in that illogical paralysis that comes with the disaster situation and that fear response. She does reach out her hand to take yours. And when she holds it, it feels like she's known you forever.
Very good, very good. Come with me. Come on. Go.
As you navigate, I'm gonna need you to roll me a defy disaster as more boards come down. And Sterling, the staircase you're coming down is also going to collapse. And I think at this moment, Josie, you see as you're holding Talia's hand, you see from above, here's the situation. And I'm not sorry for this, but I'm also sorry for this. You can roll me one defy disaster. You are getting Talia out of the danger, or you're getting Sterling out of the danger. That is your choice.
I'm gonna make it very. Josie would know what Sterling would want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all that means is, Sterling, you will roll your own Defy Disaster
Yep.
check.
Um, what do I roll again? I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. It's
Caught in
it
the
has
drama.
been it's been a couple of weeks, and this is a very dramatic scene. Defy Disaster, you can pick any of the traits, and you tell me what you're willing to sacrifice in order to get out of here and not have anything bad happen to you.
Um, I think Stir. I think Josie would be willing to sacrifice her, like, her freedoms in not wanting to grow the family even more, and will grow this family and take all of this responsibility on, um, if something happens. It better not happen, but if something happens.
Absolutely. What are you rolling, Josie?
I think I think she's gonna roll a daring. Actually, no, she's let's do grace because there's gonna the agility needs to happen. And
Right,
I'm
dodging falling things and jumping over stuff. Absolutely. And same question to you, Sterling. You feel the staircase give out underneath you, this old, barely reinforced wooden staircase. What role are you making, and what would you sacrifice?
I think for the role, it's gonna be wit. Sterling will just look and see a window next to himself. He'll sacrifice the place that he's called home. Because at this rate, it's gone anyway.
Both of you
Um,
roll.
yeah.
also dice. What am I rolling again?
2d6 plus your.
2d6
Gotcha.
plus your daring. Grace, rather. Well, that's a good one. I like seeing that. Or is that bad? Is
Oh
that good
no,
or bad?
it's a 12.
Oh, hell yeah.
Um, mine's. I think my dice hate Sterling, guys.
What did you roll?
3.
Can I use like all of my strings or something?
Okay. So I will say all of you both can take a +1 forward because you're both in the same scene and you have kissed or in a relationship. You may how many strings do you I don't know if you can stack strings. I don't
You
think you can.
can't. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can only give 1, so unfortunately Sterling would only get to 5. I will say though, but because you succeeded so wildly, Josie, you're all getting out of here. But I need Sterling. We're going to start with you.
Uh,
S- In this moment, what happens? You get out, but you get out in the worst possible way.
oh yeah. Sterling dives out like a second story window. Um, just knowing that. Yeah, knowing that stairs that the stairs are going to collapse. It's either I, you know, succumb to the flame or jump out the window and risk it. So they choose to risk it, and I think yeah, in this moment, I definitely think like their arms broken. I think they're scuffed up on the face, and they're just full of water, like just all of the because it had been raining before, correct? Just
Mhm.
like big old puddle splash. And they get up, and given the heat in the building, given the water, the black and white hair dye is just completely like melting down the face like tear soaked mascara. So these little patches of red are showing out, and but like any sort of I don't know, jovial positivity that Sterling would pretend to put on is void.
I'm gonna go ahead and inflict one more condition on you. I'm gonna inflict the
Back up
hopeless
to 4,
condition.
baby. Let's go.
Do you already have hopeless? Did I double stack it,
No,
or did you
no, no,
not
no, no,
have it?
no.
Oh wow,
I had lost frightened, or I had lost guilty and hopeless last session, and I got frightened and hopeless back this session.
I
so-
will say though, don't forget that you're marking XP for both of those rolls. So you did take 2 XP.
Yep.
But on the totally opposite side of the spectrum, and then after this, we're gonna jump to Reggie and Brava.
Mhm.
Josie, you got a 12. You not only succeed, you do it with style. What does it look like as you get Talia out of the building?
Ooh. How old is Talia?
Like 20s, early 20s,
Okay.
maybe mid 20s, probably. I would say, yeah, probably 25.
Okay.
Acts way more old and waifish than she is haunted, this poor woman. Very sweet though, very sweet.
I feel like this is just because I think it's kind of a chuckle, chuckle, ha ha. I
We'll take it where we can.
I think that like Josie would immediately tell them to like get on her back and then just hightail it out of there, like looking like an absolute like wild woman trying to get this family member out, and then immediately as like she gets out of the like house, like just hands Talia over to Adams and be like, get them in the car, get them all in the car now.
You see that Adams immediately does this with no questions. I am also going to give you something because it's at my discretion. You look at what you've seen in Lower Barrens and what you're seeing here, and it becomes very clear to you. You know Marvin the best out of anyone in your group, and you know what kind of shit that man is capable of. It's almost as if you can hear the Keats Atherton. You want me to what? Enact the protocol. Shit, I have to tell Charlotte. You know that this is Protocol Omega. This is when Marvin has just pushed the big red button and is taking Lower Barons, whether y'all like it or not. And you look down and see Sterling in a broken heap in a puddle of water. Alive, very hurt.
I think after like honestly, it's gonna sound so wild, but I feel like it's like taking in that information, but then like seeing them like laying there, immediate Kill Bill sirens, goes over to them and legitimately like holds their face in her hands and then just goes, "Are you okay?"
I'm gonna kill all of them.
We both will, darling. We need to get something for your arm first. Adams!
Going.
Thank you.
And on that note, back at the caffeine caboodle, Brava, you are sitting there. Reggie has worked out. You spent the night there. You're up. No, you didn't spend the night. It's still nighttime. Reggie's working out downstairs. You are still in there with Charlotte giving you drinks that you want, and you feel your phone buzz. And it's a termination notice.
Oh, hello, Reggie.
You, first of all, they spelled your name wrong, which is just fucking insulting. You don't even know how they did it. There's like an H in there for some reason. To Brava, your position at Novasense has been terminated effective immediately. Please turn in your keys at your earliest convenience and submit to a final survey about your experience. Should you not respond in the next 48 hours, a denial agent will be coming to your provided address to ensure this exit interview goes smoothly. You see on your app, as you scroll to your app, your points drop by about 1,000.
Thanks. They start going through the survey. They take the keys, open the door, pull back their hand and arm, and throw it in an arc outside the door, and finish out the survey. If there's a question where are the keys located, they just write in my butt, smiley face, submit.
As you come back to the caffeine caboodle after doing that, Charlotte does not even ask you any questions, just hands you whatever you need. And Reggie, you are downstairs working out with the intention of falling asleep at the end of it, but shit has gone down. And Brava, as you walk in, you see a pop-up on your phone and it says, it shows you a meeting place. Exit interview scheduled. What the fuck happened?
Oh, I think they're trying to corner me in a little room and answer questions.
Fuck. Okay, we're gonna have to push along. You see, Charlotte's phone is buzzing non-stop. Fuck. Fucking
Sale on coffee?
coffee is free for the foreseeable fucking future because they're commoditizing fucking lower barons right now.
Oh. Well, he moves faster. And then they go back, get their like stuff, and want to go pretty much open the door to the downstairs. It's like emergency now.
You see Ray is like just eating a bag of Cheetos, watching Reggie going, huh?
Moo. I said I was the cow today.
Get out of here,
What?
cow!
What do you mean? I don't remember my voice. It's been too long.
You're pretty close.
What's going on, boss?
Oh.
I'm sorry, your Moo app is on. It's making noises.
You hear the app on your phone just going, murr, murr. I'm a cow, murr.
Oh yeah, I gotta feed my Muo pet.
It's important.
Dude, we should be friends on the Moo app. I have 3 cows already. You see Ray scrolling through his phone.
Oh hell yeah! You want to join my guild? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Oh, I'm
What
sorry,
were you
what's going
saying?
on?
Right now, they like just turn to Charlotte and their state. Lower Ben's like they're doing it now. They're commoditizing it right now.
Everything.
Oh, and I'm assuming since I'm fired, you don't have to call me boss anymore.
But
Reggie, you get a text on your phone.
did I get a promotion?
Read my fucking mind, but yeah, you get an email going, congratulations, Reginald. You have been accepted for a promotion for, in all caps, manager, Novasense, Lower Barons. Please report for your initial onboarding. And it sends you an address.
Wait,
You see, Ray almost says congratulations, and Charlotte just goes, shut the fuck up.
No, this isn't right.
Congratulations.
I don't, but no, no. You're my boss.
No, I'm not.
Listen, at this
No,
rate, if they
no.
commoditize everything, you're gonna be one of the most powerful people in freaking Lower Barrens.
But I don't want that. I want to work for Brava. This is not,
Well, that's
no,
not what's happening.
I don't accept this outcome.
Well, I think you should tell them that.
I text back, no.
You get a pop-up that says, meet at this location.
No,
Meet at this location.
Is the
no.
location like Bravo's peeking over with their just is the location the same as their
It is the
exit
same
interview?
location.
Wow, they all own almost everything, and they really can't find another spot.
Oh no, that's deliberate. They're trying to put you guys in the same room.
But
Oh,
we're
I
already in the
understand. I'm
same
just
room.
making the joke.
Oh. Charlotte laughs and says, humor dispersed seeing the neighborhood get taken over, and I still don't have the arcane fucking protections that I need.
Well, what do you need to get these protections?
I need someone to go to the fucking outer circle, which is forever away.
Well, now that I'm unemployed and broke, I have nothing but time. So, Reggie,
Brava, you see Charlotte
Yes,
gets
boss.
deadly serious. Listen, I
yes,
don't want to send you back out there.
I won't be alone.
Buzz. Shit. It's Adams. You see, by the way, with Josie and Sterling, you see Adams like ushering people into cars, furiously texting, and Charlotte goes, "All right, we need to go right now. Well, you guys need to go. I can try to arrange a ride for you to go to the outer circles. Is that something you can do?"
Are we
Yes.
going to be
Well, I
fighting
thought we were
people?
just going to use Kevin.
Oh, hell yeah. Are we going to be fighting people?
Probably.
Can I borrow an umbrella?
Ray just goes, "Oh hell yeah, man," and just somehow has an umbrella that he just has nearby.
Perfect. I will name you Excalibur.
As the two of you take off on Kevin, valiant steed riding into the night, Josie and Sterling, you have a moment before Brava and Reggie make it to you.
I think Adams would probably put Sterling in the back seat of the car. Me.
Adams definitely like bridal carries you, just whoop with absolutely no problem, Sterling.
Adams, put me the fuck down.
How about we get royally fucked? Josie told me to. You want me to tell your girlfriend no?
Do what you must.
Thank you. Put you in the backseat of the car.
Josie would probably like him on the other side. Thank God you didn't tell her no. Huh.
Insert whip noise.
Sterling's
need-
already so hurt. I don't think this is
We-
the time.
Sterling's in her crashing out era.
mention
Today,
before stream.
Sterling's the top, okay?
That's not
But
true.
We were
Sterling, we'll just look at Josie. We need to find Brav and Reggie ASAP.
Adams already sent them a text. They should be here momentarily.
I hope you can forgive me.
We'll figure that out after we deal with all of this. How's your arm? Does it need to be relocated?
It's located. I think it might be shattered in a couple places.
All
It's
right.
fine. I can It's fine.
It's not fine, Sterling.
You wouldn't have done anything different for your family.
I I wouldn't have, but what I told you before, you don't get hurt. I know you can't keep a promise, but all right, I can forgive you this time at least.
Under these conditions, everyone's gonna get hurt.
I know. I know. All right. Well,
See, the problem is Kevin is approaching, and I feel like I'm going to destroy this beautiful scene with Kevin yelling things.
You're fine.
A room?
I was gonna have one of those like
I've had sex coffee.
You know what? You know what? It's the penultimate session.
Yes!
Kevin seems way more revved up than usual.
Let's go, Kevin!
I found a thing
Doesn't he
called
always talk
sex
like this?
coffee. Sex coffee. Sex coffee.
Let's go,
Hello.
Kevin.
Kevin, just let me know if your engine lasts for longer than 8 hours. We have to see a mechanic.
Oh,
Oh,
I know
dang
I'm
it,
getting
that's too good.
all of these emails saying that I can last longer. Anyway, you see Kevin speeds
Nasty
up
Kevin.
and you are nasty. Ha 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 ha.
Okay, well, they found us. There's no amusement in Sterling anymore. The joy is dead.
Brava and Reggie,
No.
you see the wreckage of this apartment building. You see quite a few people lingering around, tending to wounded, trying to put out the remainder. You see the broken fence that was clearly a commoditization attempt. You see that if there are any denial agents here, they've either booked it or they are getting the shit beat out of them by people. And yeah, that's what you see. And you, Brava and Reggie, you have your marching orders. But the scene is yours.
As soon as Kevin comes to a stop, Brava walks over, sees Sterling and Josie, and comes over to give them a hug, even like not to try and hurt them, but like, what is everything all right?
No, there is a a a big problem. Bigger, well, about the same. Uh, Reggie's sister, Reggie, Reggie's sister, has been the mole in the house and good on her back and good with her mouth.
That's my sister.
That's my sister.
I know. She does talented work. I've seen her go.
I don't need to be here for that conversation.
Kevin goes, did she have sex coffee too?
Oh,
Kevin, not the time.
They kind of look to Reggie as in like an apologetic look. Oh, good that they reveal themselves in this way, but we were sent for the outside circle for the protection. I don't see myself returning, so
Why?
in case, well, I
got
was a bit
fired.
fired.
They
Oh,
got fired. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Brava.
What about you, Reggie? Did you get fired?
No, I got a stupid promotion.
No, he didn't take it though, right?
No, I said no, and then they just kept sending an address, and it was the same place that Bravo was getting fired. So now I think it's a trap, but I don't know.
It's probably a trap.
Well, I'm assuming that my apartment and everything under their name is going away, so I think this protection is needed. Oh, and also, Reggie, you should have these. I have plants. They have names. They have needs. So if you have the promotion, then this possibly might move to you. So
You can stay with me. I'll sleep on the couch.
No, 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 no. I can't really walk back in there. Don't.
I
No,
meant
you
my
can try my
place that
heels
I'm
if you
living
want.
now, not your place. That would be awkward.
He barking. He
I got this.
borking.
He have opinions.
He's like, move in with Reggie.
That's my nephew.
It is a shipper of Reggie and Brava for sure.
As are we all.
As are we all.
That's a good boy.
They just put the keys into Reggie's hands, kind of like tuck the fingers in. First, the protection circle. First, lower bends. Then they like look over to Sterling and matches their the rage or the stuff that like they're hiding in their eyes.
Mhm.
Then I want to rip someone's throat out, and then maybe
Hot.
I could sleep.
We're getting real close to 69, guys.
Hey. At this moment, you see Adams trying to get people into the car, is looking a little worried. Like, okay, so I need to get people back to the Hurston, but you need to go to the outer circles. But how are you going to get there? That's a long trip. And you hear a, I think I might be able to assist. And standing there, looking you dead in the eyes, Brava, is Divya.
Oh, hey,
Oh, hello,
Brava.
coward.
This is Divya. Divya showed up earlier.
No, we've met, Reggie.
I
Yeah.
figured I just wanted to say,
Get
hey,
behind me, Reggie.
we saw. Yeah, I'm just going to shut up now.
That's a good boy.
Whoa!
Hot.
Whoa!
Same.
Whoa! Hold on. Hold on. Holy shit. That one-
Yo.
You ever been punched in the chest by words? What the fuck? Holy
I'm begging for mom to do it again.
Okay, can I tell you right now? I am not in a mask headspace right now, but I got put there, and I wasn't even the target.
Begging on my
Moz-
knees, barking like
Moz
a
has
dog.
been so conservative with like Brava this entire game that Good Boy came out and everybody went, wow!
When I said it's gonna be a slow burn, y'all, I meant it.
God
Okay.
damn.
Oh, worth the
Bravo
wait,
steps
baby,
up
worth the
in
wait.
forward of Divya and has like this smile of like, "Fuck you. What are you doing?"
Well, I could have dragged you back, which is what I was sent to do, but now I'm hearing that you're going of your free volition. So if you need a ride, I got a ride, and it's a
Oh my
fast one.
goodness. Wow, that's really great. You really want to try and drag me.
I'm not dragging you now, am I? You have to go.
I don't have to do anything.
So you're not going to do the thing that you just said you were going to do.
Well, I kind of think because I don't know. I have a Libra moon. It chooses sometimes for me.
Okay, but listen, I've got rising in Capricorn and I don't have fucking
Oh, is
time for
that why you
this.
look like that?
Oh, fuck you. I came here to bring you home.
There is no home.
It's better than this shit. Gestures to everything on fire.
This is home. This is my home. And I'm not letting any piece of shit come in here and take it from me.
When did I
Yeah.
become a
Right.
piece of shit, Brava?
Oh, I wasn't talking about you.
Oh, you're talking about gestures to the peaks of the corporate office palace. Okay.
If you're all here to come and accompany me to somewhere else, I'm not walking away without a fight. I found this place. I found this home. And they like turn around and point at Josie and Sterling. I found my family. and then they'll look at Reggie, pretty much walk behind Reggie, like hold him by the scruff of his collar, and says, "And I found my love."
Yeah, wait,
You're
what?
declaring smitten. You're declaring smitten right now. That is smitten. That is a smitten, baby. We made it! Ah! All right. Our last smitten declaration of the game. So
Oh,
say why. Why are you smitten, Brava, with Reggie?
Reggie is strong enough to confront the things that he wants, say the things that he wants, fight for the things that he wants. Even when Brava was closed off, they're able to still stand against them.
mm,
They had the patience to keep trying, even when the walls were really up, but also the strength to say, I've tried. And yeah, that would
Give
for sure.
give them a string. So Reggie, you get a string on Brava. Brava, please read and answer the question in your Truths of Heart and Blade section on your character sheet.
Um, Truths of heart, where are you?
I believe it's the top of the second page on the
Got it.
left-hand side.
Got it. What's the worst way I fear they might break or betray my trust? They're standing behind Brava. They have a promotion. That all the words that they said didn't mean a thing. That this promotion was something better for him. And he has an opportunity to see a lot of things, a lot of experiences that he wants. Adventures with Kevin. And he might choose them and not her, not them. Ooh, apologies.
I think that in this moment when you hold Reggie, first of all, I want to know Reggie's reaction. That is important for me to know right now as Brava takes the back of your neck, yes? And
Oh, yeah, the scruff of his collar.
the scruff of the collar and says, "I found my love."
I think Reggie was in support Brava mode of just like hype man mode of like every time they finished a sentence, just like yeah. And and so it's like, like I found my family, yeah, and I found my love, yeah. Wait, what? And just like dropping, like staring at Bravo, like like still trying to compute what that sentence was. Um, and then once it's computed after a good 90 seconds, uh they he reaches out and like grabs their hand and like holds their hand and stands like side by side, like don't mess with them.
I think Divya looks at the four of you and crumbles. Just they shift. Their appearance shifts and they turn from this very femme presenting lawn plate to a more androgynous form, still having a lawn sari and still hair fairly long, but the face grows a little more like angular and chiseled, and they gain a septum piercing, and they look at you, Brava, and say, "So you're safe here. They accept you."
Well, look at that. Brave. And they'll like let go of Reggie's hand for a second to walk closer to Divya, clutch their face, look at it as if, wow, in all its beauty and courage, pull them into a hug. As long
Divya,
as you are with my family, I will keep you safe.
Hot.
Divya weeps in your arms for a moment and pulls themselves together, looks at all of you and says, I'm Divya. I'm from the outer circles. I can help you.
Damn, all Naga really be hot like that.
We are really, really hot.
Yeah, you're telling me. Sorry, no.
Brava turns
I don't-
back to Reggie. Excuse me?
Buddy.
What'd you
Like,
say?
just physically, like you're obviously way more attractive emotionally and mentally
Okay.
in my
Turn around. Close your eyes. That's time out for like a good minute.
Okay. Yeah. I'll go hang out with Kevin for a couple minutes.
Walking like
You
a
hear
dog.
Kevin say, buddy, you're blowing it.
Shut up, you're still happed off on sex coffee.
It is awesome.
I know it is. I'm the one who got you on this stuff.
Awesome. Is he coming right now? What's happening to him?
Yeah, just don't step in the oil leaks.
Powering down.
Really hard to get off your shoes.
I need a 10-minute nap and a quick sandwich.
Does anyone have a cigarette?
We're getting your
Wow.
car.
Yeah.
Get in the van. Get in the van.
Ugh.
I missed you all so much.
Feels good.
So you see that
Also, hot counter is at 69.
69.
Yeah, no more
Nice.
hotness allowed now. We are.
Yeah, we
This
can't.
is it.
So we can say sexy or attractive, but we can't
Yep.
say that word.
Everyone
That's
stop
That's
being
not
hot.
up to me. That's up
Stop
to
being hot.
you guys.
Oh, you said it. Ruined.
No, that doesn't count.
It doesn't count. Okay, that's fair.
No.
Yeah, it's locked. As Anari said, we're locking the counter. It's locked.
I'm
So
sorry, we can't.
you see that Adams is taking care of your family, Sterling. And I think actually Bridal carries you back up out of the car, just gives you a
What?
look up.
Josie, tell Adams to put me down.
Are you well enough to walk?
My arm's broken,
I
not
don't
my
think you are.
legs.
You look good like this, though.
Put me down.
Kicky
You see
legs.
Adams brings you to what looks like a very beat up minivan, which is going to be big enough to hold all of you and get you spread out on a back seat. It is covered in old decals of these like beautiful symbols that shift like the tattoos that Brava has. And you see that Divya also has tattoos along their back. And Divya starts helping everyone get into the van. Adams looks at you as they put you down, look at you and Josie and say, I'm going to take care of the family like you promised. I'm going to make sure the caffeine caboodle's okay. I'm going to make sure everyone's okay. All right. I'm going to make you proud, Josie. Okay.
One thing. Do you remember the blueprints that I had on the table at
Yes.
some point? Yes. All of Sterling's family. Them downstairs. Give them each a room that is theirs now. Do not
Yeah.
mess this up.
Stay safe.
You too, darling. You too.
And as Divya gets you all in this minivan, this kind of it's like a beat up, it's like that baby blue, but it's been so tarnished with rust and veins of of corrosion that it looks like it's an ocean part of a map, like there's continents made out of stretches of rust, and it smells like mothballs. There is no elegant way to say it. It is an old musty car, and you see Divya get into the front seat, rev up the engine, and you guys take off from Lower Barrens. You see similar things to what Josie saw. There it is chaos down here right now. And you see Divya takes no prisoners. Is just driving the van as fast as they possibly can, squinting so hard in concentration that their eyebrows shift a couple of times. So it's like darker, thinner, no eyebrows, like as if they're doing their shape shifting really, really fast as they concentrate. And they as they drive and get you slowly notice the buildings of Bell Barons begin to vanish behind you, and you see that there is a kind of a borders fence coming up, and you see she looks and goes, "Shit, okay, I forgot about this. Any ideas, or do I just drive through it?"
I threw it.
Full steam
Um,
ahead.
yeah, they'll just push onto the leg.
You see a few denial guards just go fuck, fuck, and dive out of the way, and you take off onto an empty, open desert highway. And there is about 2 hours of time, 3 hours of time that you're all in the van together.
Punch buggy.
There are no other cars, so this makes it even funnier. You see Kevin has powered down, folded up in the trunk, in the hatchback.
Yeah, he needed his nap.
Literally, probably Josie would just lean over and be like, "No punch back," and then just like punch Reggie in the arm.
Please take your rings off.
Never.
I think Sterling will scoot over next to Brava and just nudge their knee with his because arm broken. Can't do that. Okay, guess Kevin had one more going in him.
You just hear one last roar. Dead. Thank you,
Um,
sound effects. Thank you, real life sound effects.
Sorry, the road is loud
You're
today.
so good. You're so good, Stinker Butt. Sterling will just lean over. Love, huh?
How broken is that arm?
Quite.
Okay, that's good.
Don't touch it.
Okay, I won't.
Thank you.
And yes, a little bit of that.
It's more than a little.
Yeah, it's been more than a little for a while.
I know. You deserve to be happy.
I'm not sure what that is. But whatever it is, for the fleeting moments there are, most of them do have him in it, so
I know exactly what you mean. And I Brava sees Sterling get genuinely emotional. There's
they
go for you first. Go ahead.
since they're sitting next to each other, they like put their hand onto the other side of their cheek as if to be like to kind of give them that space to be emotional.
You know, I think you might be my best friend because you get me and I get you. We're both so afraid. No matter what we do, we're going to fuck it up. And it's going to leave. It's going to break. Wiggles a broken arm. Haha, ow.
Do you really want Josie to hear? Be careful with that.
We deserve to be happy.
Funny thing is, darling, I think we are.
I'll be even happier
I,
with denial agents under my feet.
I think so. I think that will make me so very satisfied. I do think in our friendship, and they kind of like make a smirk too when you arrived at Brava's place without their mask. So they take a
Mhm.
moment to look at their face. I think to the right people, you cannot mess up. To me, you haven't. And I fear we found people that don't see that in us.
And that is all I have ever wanted.
They like pull Sterling close, like sitting next to each other, and hug them unknowingly, like with their arm. They're like, "Oh, oh, well, nope, didn't mean that. No,
It's
sorry."
fine. I'll suffer through the pain just for you.
Okay, good.
Brava, do you want to go ahead and roll an emotional support for Sterling?
Sure. Is that plus
Sterling has
anything?
4 conditions. It's either heart
Help me!
I will do that. Can I
uh, heart
add
or
anything?
spirit. It's heart or spirit. I'm sorry,
Oh.
I'm crying off my makeup. Excuse me. Um, and heart or spirit, and if you spend a string on them, you can add 3.
Since I have loyal, I can reduce my Nagamani by 2 instead of spending a string.
Mm.
Nice. Yeah, add 3. That's awesome.
Let's go.
That's 7.
That's
Can I
a
use
mixed
anything? Oh wait,
success.
no. Oh, I have my mask though. Can I put my +1 to that too?
You can. It will still be a mixed beat, which is
Oh,
fine.
okay.
It's just that you can't choose one of the options, only they can. She's the only one who can choose an option. So, which is good. You're still helping. So, Sterling, you may either clear a condition, mark XP, gain a +1 forward, or gain insight from me about an obstacle ahead of you.
Get out of here, hopeless. You
Get out
stupid
of here.
bitch.
Hi.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Thank you, Brava. We're still
Always,
punching
darling.
each other.
Who's punching?
Well, actually, I did want to talk to Josie a little bit while they were having this beautiful conversation.
Perfect.
Punching each other in the back. Divvy's like, I cannot turn this car around.
Would you like me to punch you too?
I-
Hmm? Hmm?
Nope,
Don't
okay.
say yes. She has the rings. She
Hmm?
won't take them off.
What?
Hmm?
Divvy turns back to the road.
While this beautiful conversation is going on, Reggie would like to saddle up next to Josie and kind of like do a little shoulder tap.
Yes.
You found some good ones, huh?
Josie would just like put so happy that the melanin doesn't show how much she wants to blush. And
I can still see it.
Reggie.
Look, Brava, I know. I'm sorry. Look, Josie,
Don't
I
call me by
know.
your girl. Don't call me by their name. That's not how this works.
Just stop it.
Or maybe it does.
Or maybe it.
Polly, cool. I'm kidding. Sorry. Please carry on.
Josie, I know we're not the best of friends. We're good friends, but we're not the closest, but I don't know. I see a lot of double dates in our future. Nudge nudge.
Reggie, my darling, I. Then you kind of just see like Josie let down a little bit more of her guard as she looks over at him and goes, "You found the love of your life. And I'm so proud of you for how you've handled all of this, including, and forgive me for saying, your wretched sister who I know you love.
I'm really sorry about my sister betraying all the
It's
good people of this
it's
city.
it's
Look,
Reggie.
I'm mad too. I still love her because family. It's
Mhm.
kind of a fucked up situation. Little
Trust
part of me is like, do I still love my dad? I don't know. It's
you.
confusing,
You
but
don't have to love any of them, honestly.
in
You
a way,
paved your own way.
I do still love them. Except my dad, I'm still very confused about that one. We can get back to it, but you know, I just want to say I'm really happy for you and Sterling. You guys are like the cutest couple.
Oh my gosh, Reggie.
It's like, whoa, they're cute. Like you don't think you can get cuter, and then you guys say something to each other, and it's like, oh my god, they're still cute. They're even cuter. It's like you're a couple of hamsters in princess gowns
I'm
that
so
are like holding hands, and
wait.
then you started doing a dance.
Oh, oh no. Well, I am going to attempt to take this compliment without hurting anyone in the process. But
If you really want to, you can punch me again.
I'm not going to punch you, Reggie. But I do want to tell you that of all of the people that you could have ever fallen in love with, Brava is absolutely going to whip you into shape, and I will love every single moment of it. But I'm very proud of you. I
Sorry,
know.
we charged to watch. Sorry. Anyway.
Thank
I
you.
will pay every single extra fee. I don't think you understand. I will build a room in the hearse.
And this is how the OnlyFans in the Hurston began. Um, I do want to ask you all a very, very important question. Did any of you who have phones turn off your phones?
Yeah, that was I'm guessing from when they were fired, they left there.
Alec, darling! Alec, darling! Alec, no, not real life phone. Alec,
What?
Well,
he picked up his phone.
I was like, I didn't know I was supposed to.
It's been a long day.
Woo! Holy fuck,
Oh,
dude.
I love you so much. No, so Brava turned off their phone. Josie doesn't have one. Sterling and Reggie, based on your character, would you have turned off your phone as you headed to the outer circles?
Yeah, I think Sterling ditched it when they went to the or right after the event that they
That makes
infiltrated.
sense.
After talking to Charlotte, I think it was just gone after that point.
And Reggie.
Reggie's not smart like that. That's on Bravo.
That makes sense.
Okay, that's just information that I'm going to tuck away. And blah, 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 blah. I keep saying a lot right now. That's something I'm working on. Josie, do you want to give role and emotional support for Monsieur Reginald?
yeah. Let's go. Let's give some emotional support to the new bestie. It's a 8.
That's good. Reggie, you can clear a condition, mark XP, gain a +1 forward, or gain insight from me about an obstacle ahead.
Sweet. I'm gonna clear a
It's
condition.
just make sure it's not the condition that you have to clear with the.
No,
I
yeah,
believe.
that is angry. That
Got
is
it.
I still have.
Got it. Got it. Got it. That is the one that, for those of you who did not see that, Reggie has a condition based on his devoted playbook that he cannot get rid of unless he breaks it through the bad way. Yeah. I think as you continue this van trip, you notice that the roads become not roads. You are now feeling every bump and jostle of the dirt and sand. Sterling, it's probably hell on your shattered bones. And as you continue to go through, Brava, if you don't mind, Moz, what does your home area, the sparse, tent filled, ramshackle shacks of the outer circles with very little resources and very little stability, what does your portion look like?
Um, Full of color, and even in the midst of adversity, there is still celebration, people joining up to come together. And it is literally a group of just gender fluid, non-binary, and like everyone who is just expressive and want to share and work together. And you can see like community areas, um, beautiful places to help like the environment. So if you're visiting the area, there's places where you can help out so it's not too run down. Um, a place where you can buy food, but also put in money if you needed to kind of like pay it forward. So if anybody could come in and they didn't have anything, they could buy like food with someone who pays it forward. Stuff like that. There's a lot of community. A lot of it is you'll see like tents, everything circled around each other. Um, though it can be hard, it's kind of difficult to feel that hardship when you're around your family, I guess.
As all of you look through the windows, Brava, with the familiarity, you see that the tents are dressed up with whatever decorations they can find in colors of all of the pride flags. You see there are very little wires or communication. Phones are not really a big thing here, and if they are, they're not super connected to the Denial app, but it doesn't matter. You see that there are art installations made of cardboard boxes and scrap metal. You see children running around and playing with ribbon toys and a kite flowing up in the air that looks like a dragon that's made out of leftover construction paper. People are here in the roughest of positions, finding the joy and pride in who they are despite the adversity. And you see also many people who are Naga, but you also see a lot of people, for those of you who are familiar with the playbook, the Beast. You see a lot of people who are more in bestial forms. They look like various humanoid style animals. You see people who are wearing occult attire with stabs. This is one of the, it has been turned into this nightmare place you never want to go and you're going to get exiled to by Denial. And yet it might be the most free any of you have ever felt. And as the van parks and Divya opens the doors, you see two people approach from one of the main tents. And Brava, you recognize these two people as two of the elders, for lack of a better term, for the town. They were like governors or things like that. They don't really prescribe to a lot of different names for it. You see a very fox-like creature, red, well, humanoid, like red ears with long flowing auburn hair and multiple tattoos and piercings. This beautiful fox beast woman who you know as Helena, she, her pronouns. She is a transgender woman slash beast playbook, and she is standing with her partner. Sorry, I need to remember the name. Christy, who is a nature witch, this shorter, plus size, non binary person with cropped hair that is a pixie cut, this just brown hair with accoutrement that look like they took things from what little plants they have. And as you all get down, or in Sterling's case, get help down, you see the two of them look at all of you and Helena says, "Oh, gods, are something's happened, hasn't it?"
Oh, I
The
just
rich are capitalizing again.
Yeah, that sounds about
yes.
right. Brava, you came back.
I did.
And you
Not for
see
good.
and you see Christy pipes up, the nature witch. Is this your new family?
I wouldn't say new, just found.
Helena and
We
Christy
haven't
exchange.
forgotten you all, I promise.
Divya folds her arms. See, I was just following orders to bring you back to safety. And Helena raises her furry hand and says, "Not one of my wisest decisions. I won't lie."
That's fair.
I'm Helena. This is Christy.
Hello.
Welcome to the rest of the to the three people who don't know them. Welcome to the outer circles. Now, how do we help you solve this?
We need protection. Outer circle, magical protection.
You see Christy holds their staff closer to themselves and looks at Helena, and Helena looks at all of you and says, "Oh, oh, it's that bad."
It is.
Yeah, you guys got a cast or something?
We can get you patched up for sure.
Some a wet noodle.
Yeah, and I think as you are led into the outer circles town, Helena looks at all four of you. You see Christy starts to tend to you, Sterling, and Helena says, "All right, let's begin." And we will go to break.
Ow.
Bye.
Hell yeah,
We
bro.
will be back
Oh, God.
in 10 minutes. See you soon.
Bye.
Preview.
everybody.
Two, one.
Moo.
Moo.
Welcome back, everyone.
That sounded discordant as fuck. That was a nightmare.
Oh,
Suddenly, we watch people watching the stream go down to 0. Welcome back, everyone, to this moving encounter.
Oh, sorry.
I'm
we're
losing it.
professional. Yep.
I'm
Oh,
I'm
you're
losing
funny,
it.
man.
Okay, so you all arrive in the outer circles, this place of both much adversity countered with more passion and joy, and the technology disconnect certainly doesn't hurt. And as Christy is tending to your arm, there's not a lot of healing that can be done, though nature witches do have magic. You do see that watching what you do is a little red squirrel sitting on Christy's shoulder. Christy has a little animal familiar, and occasionally we'll just kind of look and go, yeah, okay. And splints your arm, gets it in a cast. While this is happening, Helena is showing the rest of you around, and Divya kind of sheepishly has hands in pockets, you know, just feeling a little bit kicking sand. And you see that Helena, once you're all cast and splinted up, Sterling, Helena gathers the four of you, and Brava, you recognize this particular area. There's really only one kind of mountainous area that's sort of on the edge of the encampment that has a small cave that has been blocked off for as long as you remember. You remember that there's a lot of concerns about kids playing in there and having rocks fall on them and things like that. And you see Helena looks at all of you and says, no one has tried to touch the protective magic of the outer circles in a very long time. So, and she kind of scritches at her ear, her fox ear, in thought. So, if you want to pursue it, you would have to go in and face whatever trial awaits you. Magic is so incredibly rare in this world now that I believe it would be rather particular about who it chooses. And the first question I have to ask is, do any of you know about magic or have any faith in it?
Oh,
Right, that's one for no. What about the rest of you?
Mm-mm. No.
Two for no.
Brava steps up and they like with from their Nagamani, not their Nagamani, their gemstone. There is that swirling cloud of hope and belief and something that they just tuck away and they will like pull it out and say, yes, I have some left.
What about you, Reggie?
I mean, I don't really know how to magic, but I think it's cool and I believe.
She looks at Josie and Sterling and she says, it's all right that you don't. It just might mean things might be a little more difficult when you go in. Wanted to make sure you were prepared.
thanks.
Once you're done, come back, have a meal, get some sleep, and then Divya will take you back to the city, okay? And feel free to talk to anyone. And she gestures, and you see Lower Barrens has the most color out of anywhere in Bell Barrens. It is nothing compared to this. This is like the one gay club you had that got almost commoditized, but amplified to that genuine, non-commercial, just streamers in the wind, people who are clearly expressing the gender and the love of who they are. And Reggie, you feel your phone freaking out in your pocket. Just buzzing.
I would like to take a quick look at my phone in full view of everyone.
You see consistent error messages. Just error after error after error after error. And then you get a text from Charlotte. I think I figured something out. Magic, chemical waves, whatever we need to do. Think about how people express themselves in the outer circles, and maybe we can use that to overpower these stupid nanobots. Now, if you're reading this, turn off your fucking phone in all caps.
How do people express themselves? Instagram stories? Nope. They said the outer circles.
Yes, Denial Depot. No, that was just the name of the store. Nilegram. Oh God, what is the ideas in chat for the Denial Instagram brand?
Instanile?
Oh, I love that. I like Instanile. You didn't get another. Why is your phone still on from Charlotte?
Because you're texting me.
You get Brava if you can read this.
Bravo, it's for you.
For what? I already don't. Oh.
It just says get him to turn off his phone.
Hi, it's Brava.
Hi, Brava. Relate same information about possibly being able to overwhelm the nanobots with the power of friendship and love, because yes, that is kind of what I'm saying. And then says, now turn off the phone.
Oh my god, it's like we're Digimon.
Can I get a coffee?
When you get back, sure.
Okay. Great.
Sterling
Turning
throws
off
the
now.
phone in the fire.
Oh no,
They just,
my
like, hold it
coffee
down to them.
order. We were ordering coffee.
No.
Yeah, what did everybody want? Oh,
How will the Instacart get here now?
You actually see that they very easily get the phone out of the fire, and it's fine, but does get turned off. So who would like to go into the cave first?
I'll do it. Or wait, Maz, you do it.
Okay.
Do it. Do it.
Maz, you see that with strength that you remember Helena has. Helena pushes the rock out of the way. And as you step in,
Whoa.
yeah, she does a lot of lifting. She's very strong.
Hot.
In front of Brava? Dude.
I'm sorry, I gotta respect what I respect. I am who I am.
I mean, yeah, I get it. Brava, as you step in, at first you just see a very plain, small cave. There's a very small pond of water. It is completely unassuming. And then underneath your feet, you see a glow of purple runes, very similar to the runes that you saw in the caffeine caboodle. And as they flicker, what does a younger Brava look like? A child of 10 or so.
Full of love, always overgiving, constantly thinking of others and putting things like in
Perfect. Perfect, Angel.
Yeah. Does someone want to make himself known?
Yeah, I guess so. He was playing his toy for like I don't know if you saw the toy just flying behind me. But anyway.
Yeah.
Don't know where he gets the energy. They are just bubbly and open. They grew up in a space that accepted them for what they were. They didn't know anything else. So they are just excited and happy to explore in whatever that is. They're trying on their first heels, they're trying on um, different styles, and just free, um, and open, and expressing that if they have a bit of magic, expressing that magic in and out, like as if it's just an everyday thing, not like something that's has to be wrong.
You feel the gem of your Nagamani glowing warmly, and you see a similar gem glow in the hands of your younger self. And it feels like the color from a painting slightly melts as you see your younger self grow older and begin to shift, changing forms, unable to find a place they feel safe or comfortable. And you hear your own voice at 13 say, "Who are we? Who even am I? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Please,
That's okay. You don't
who
need to know
am
the
I?
answers.
What?"
You know, here, look, and they'll like look to their style, like something up, a brooch off their suit.
Biscuit, your parent is having an emotional moment.
They show the reflective property of it, like the jewel, and how it has multiple sides and multiple faces, and says, "There's so much more to you than just one name. Your name is not Brava, not when you started. It was it now. And it is a collection of all the names you had. BRAVA. It was a celebration of what you had to go through for many years to be who you are now. So, no, don't worry about who you are. Who you will be, just wait."
You feel for a moment as if static and electricity are trying to enter the sphere. The constant barrage of advertisements, the points, the dinging of your phone app, the NovaSense coffees. But as they try to enter the sphere, you and your younger self shield it. What does it look like as the two of you shield off Denial's last failed attempt to take you over and commoditize you?
It is, I think Bravo would clutch their younger self and pretty much be the person that they wanted to protect them all their lives. And what it feels like is this, it's like first like a wave of water that crashes down with all intensity, but then slowly starts picking up sand from the shoreline.
I have put the item that now rests in your hands in the not for sale chat as a ruby appears in your hands. Your younger self looks at you, the vision fades, and it becomes a regular cave again. For those of you watching, because this is a stream, I want to let you know what I just gave Brava. The Ruby of Self Love, 3 times per encounter. You may reduce or increase your Nagamani by 1. And you can leave the cave. You are muted, my friend. There you are.
Can they leave the cave holding little Brava's hand, and then as soon as they come to the entrance, they just disappear?
Absolutely. You feel the warmth of your younger self's hand, and before they disappear, you feel a squeeze. And the 3 of you, you see Brava exit the cave looking pretty much the same.
before they turn back to their very stoic or still face, neutral face, they see Reggie uh, and squint their eye like at them, just like,
Reggie smiles back.
Helena will wait for the next person to walk into the cave. All right, Josie. Josie, you walk into the cave. You see the same thing that Brava saw at first. It sure is a cave. Sure is a little pond. And then you see the pond getting bigger. It looks like it's becoming the shore of an ocean. You feel it creep up to your heeled feet as the waves lap up against your heels. And you see a man you know very, very well, standing on what is now somehow in this cave a ocean shoreline. One of the last places you remember being close to nature before you took over the Hurston. Your father was sick, very sick. Went to the ocean a lot in his final days. And his back is to you, and you see the peaks of his tattoo on his arms through the white tank top he is wearing.
Daddy?
I mean, he has not addressed you or spoken to you yet, but you can tell that he knows you're there.
You're gonna get all pruny like that, you know.
Huh. It never bothered me. Bothers me less now than it used to because I manned up.
Mm. Dad, like you could tell, like she hasn't called him dad in so long. Um, it's just been Emerald. Um, he's like, Dad, please, just do you even like me?
His back visibly stiffens. The shoulders slightly rise. His shoulders rise and go down with the ebb and flow of the waves. Now ankle deep, you feel the cold nip against your skin. And he finally turns around. And he's crying. Silently. Just tears as salty as the ocean water running down his face. I love you.
But
And I know I let you down.
you didn't. It, the thing is that love is so much. It's it's harder to like me than it is to love me for you.
I don't
I
like
know I know you love me. I came from you. But you never had a clue about me. Do you and I don't as much as you loved our family, you liked our family, but you never liked me. And that's okay.
As you say, that's okay. You feel the water come up in a wave and crash over you, but you don't feel any dampness or wet. You suddenly feel like the cave is full of water and you and your father are floating in it. And your father looks at you. You don't need me to like you. You never did.
I know.
I'm proud of you, regardless of how you feel about me.
No, Dad. I think you misunderstand me. I love you. And I liked you because you taught me everything that I needed to know about love, about family. And now I get to go and create my own, filled with joy and everything that I observed from you. So thank you.
Hey, kiddo,
Yes, Dad?
I did like you. Just was real bad at showing it.
It's okay.
It's really not.
Well, if anything, I found someone who likes and loves me.
Good. The water comes down. You find yourself back in the regular cave without your father. And you find something in your hand, which tonally from this scene doesn't really work, but it is the item that I made you before I knew this was the scene that was going to happen. So this is the Vengeance whip or the Mommy Sorry whip. On every fight roll that is a 10 plus, you can automatically pull a person in any direction you want, in addition to the other 3 things that you get.
Ooh.
You see it in your hand. What does this whip look like? Like, what is your ideal weapon whip? Oh, yeah, come on.
No,
Let's go. Let's
um,
go.
no, immediately, like, I think of, like, those, like, just those, like, Dommy leather whips, but it has those, like, extra little oomph that hurt at the end.
Mhm.
Yeah, like,
Mhm.
those are what I imagine.
Cancer, son. Anyway. That was a conversation off stream. I'm so sorry. You
Reggie nudges Sterling. Nice.
Nice.
Thank you for hanging with us during a very emotional scene. Beautifully done, Incha. Thank you. And brava Maz as well. That was a beautiful scene. I'm here to break all of you. I was going to make you all roll emotional support at the end of each one for yourself. I'm not going to do that because I can have you all roll an emotional support on each other after this is done. As you walk out, Josie, do you have the whip like pretty visibly in your hand as you exit the cave?
You probably have it, kinda, like, tied and draped around her, like, neck, just, like, hanging there.
All right. Who's next? Got to be Reggie or Sterling.
Here's the thing. I don't trust myself to make my scene as beautiful as these scenes have been.
I'll go.
It will be. Okay.
I'll go. I'll go.
Sterling,
Yep.
you walk in and it is a cave with a small pond. And for a second you brace yourself wondering maybe if there's going to be the sound of cars or the sound of fire, but instead there's the sizzle of bacon. and the smell of Pop-Tarts getting put in the toaster. And you see popping up in the cave at various places are the members of your family. Every single one of them. You see, gosh, I'm sorry, I have to pull up all the names. Give me I keep losing track of my stuff.
You're fine.
You see May is the one who's cooking, looking at her recipe box, the only thing she rescued from her food op when it was burned down by denial. You see Chelsea just sitting at the table cracking jokes with Yaz, who's reading. You see a cat that Yaz has just adopted, just weaving through their legs. Joan smoking outside. Lewis looking over the lesson plans he always carries in his pocket from when he used to teach after his school was shuttered, when the kids started drawing unapproved symbols. I could list all of them. There's so many of them, and they're so beautiful, and honestly, at some point, I just wanna show you the amazing people that Alec came up with for this family. And they all don't seem to notice you. They all kind of carry on and cook and clean and support each other until you hear behind you a gentle clearing of the throat, because you never notice Talia until she makes herself known. You don't have to destroy yourself for us, Sterling. We don't want you gone, but we can handle things pretty well when you're not here.
I always knew that. Always
But
knew
you
it.
broke yourself down for us.
Because I wanted to be gone.
Talia in front of you morphs into Hannah. She hands you a glass of water that then shifts into a flower that then disappears into dust. You know you can't take care of you know the phrase, you can't fill from an empty cup, buddy?
Yeah.
Shifts into Joan with the cigarette in her hand. Seriously, how many times do I have to fucking tell you that?
Too many.
Shifts into Des. You get that smell of oil and citrus cleaner. So what's next, buddy? After you save the world?
I don't know.
Shifts into Noel. Okay, but come on, you have to have at least thought of something, right?
I know I'm gonna be with Josie.
Shifts into Chelsea. No shit, Sherlock. Of course you want to be with Josie. We all could see that coming from a mile away. Shifts into May. So when are you finally going to let it happen? Like, let it happen.
Since it happened, I have been stuck in the back of a car. Everyone screaming, raiding me. And no matter how hard I fought and clamored and begged, in both dreams and nightmares, it left all the same. None of you have. And I know that once there's a new place, And once I'm with her, you're still gonna be there.
Shifts into Yaz holding a tabby cat. Of course we're gonna be there, silly. Aren't we? Aren't we gonna be there? Shifts into Omar. You love Josie. You gotta love you. And when the person shifts one more time, you see a very familiar face staring back at you. Yours, with no makeup, no pretension.
I grab his face. You are enough. It was not your fault. You are loved for being who you are, not who you want them to see.
You see that they take your face and you hear your words right back at you.
I love you.
I love you. You find yourself back in the cave. Whew. With an item in your hand. Give me a second. You have a mascara wand in your hand. A very simple tube of mascara. Your entice checks and fight checks using daring get a +1 whenever you wear this mascara. Permanently a +1. And you leave the cave. Helena looks at you, Reggie. You ready?
I'm ready.
Reggie, you walk in. Sure is a nice cave. There's a pond, some algae on the top. And then you hear a splash. And you see a little version of Ronnie splashing her feet in the pond. Just kicking like she did in your family's luxurious pool. Reggie! Reggie! I want to play! Reggie!
Reggie smiles at that, a sad smile. Ronnie, it's good to see you like this.
See you, me like what? I'm gonna splash you. I'm gonna splash you.
You before I don't know what. How could
Before Daddy.
how could you do this? How could you betray us like that?
You see, she turns and looks at you. This is a 9-year-old Ronnie, and she looks at you with fear in her eyes. What do you... He said I had to. He said he was going to hurt you.
He can't do anything to me now. But you
She shifts.
I love you so much, but I'm so angry at you right now. It's like you're becoming him.
You see her shift into the Ronnie you know now. Cold, suited, stoic. And she looks at you and says, "Did you think for maybe a second the reason I'm here is because you left? You were supposed to be the one, Reggie. You were supposed to carry on the Von Quagmire name. You got to leave."
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I had to.
And then
I
you're
didn't
mad at me
I
because I had to
didn't
do
want to
because
be him, and I thought you wanted the same, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought it was best.
I did want the same, Reggie.
You can still want that.
Yeah, I do. Every day. Wanting something doesn't mean you get it.
No, it doesn't. You have to fight for it.
What, and risk mom's life? Risk your life?
We'll be safe. We'll be fine. I will protect you. We have to fight it together. That's how family works.
But I'm scared, Reggie.
I'm scared every day. I'm scared for you. I'm scared for mom. I don't know if any choice I make is the right one, but I have to do what feels best. And you know what he wants doesn't feel right. You know that.
Your angry condition lifts. And she looks at you and she says, "When this is all done, can we splash in the pool? Like old
Every day.
times?"
Every day, little sis. I am so sorry.
I'm sorry.
I will protect you. You don't have to be afraid anymore. That's my job.
I have a question for you, Reggie, a genuine one, as your gate master. Do you switch your devotion in this moment? Or do you stay devoted to Brava as your devoted knight? Brava's no longer your boss. Brava is your partner. There's no wrong answer.
Yes, I think Reggie switches his devotion to everything that Brava has taught him about the outside world, about community, and I think about what's right.
You see, Ronnie looks at you and says, "You can tell Josie she's allowed to beat the shit out of me if you want."
He would
I
love
can't
that.
promise I won't like it. A little bit.
That's not cool. That's
I know. I'm
maybe my
sorry.
partner. I don't really know yet.
No, Josie, not Brava, Josie.
Oh, Josie, I misheard you. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Listen.
But that's also
Whatever.
not cool. That's Sterling's partner, and
No,
Sterling's
no, no, no,
Brava's
get it.
best friend.
Hey,
This
I'm
whole
gay,
thing.
by the way.
That's awesome. Same. I love you so much.
I love you too, and I don't expect you to forgive me right away.
I haven't yet, but I know I will.
And as this vision of your sister vanishes with one last splash of the pond, you feel something heavy attached to your side as I give you an item. And cry a lot. You get the Carafe Shield of Might. You are able to add +1 to any defy disaster or fight rolls that are protecting another person. And you walk out of the cave. Helena is outside with Christy with a box of tissues and so many goodies.
No, that was totally cool. That was really fun. I'm gonna go sit in the corner.
They're your favorite cookies.
You realize there are no corners in the outer circles. You
Oh.
keep looking for
Just
one.
goes and sits by
Bravo.
a rock.
Damn it, it's a circle. They don't have corners.
You can go next to Sterling. He's dug a hole for his head like a fucking ostrich. It's just fully submerged in the sand.
All right, let's take a moment. Let's take
We
a
got
moment.
space for
We're
one
gonna take a
more.
moment.
Damn you, geometry.
Come on in. I'm sitting here.
I will
crying
say
over
that you
so
do.
funny,
You
right?
see Kevin.
So
You see
sorry.
Kevin rolls up. Kevin's about like, it's me, Kevin, and I'm not. This is not the time. Rolls up.
Kevin, go back to your sex coffee. We're having
Uh,
moments here.
I don't have any more sex coffee. I think I need to quit.
I think I need to quit is crazy.
Kevin has a
You know your
problem.
boundaries,
Stop
Kevin.
enabling him. Oh my god, I've cried off all my eyeliner. Holy
Hey, man.
shit.
Kevin needs some time in the cave.
Yeah, what's Kevin gonna find in the cave, dude?
Kevin
Phenomenal
goes
question.
into the cave. You wait for a while, and he comes up going, "That was fucked." And just
He comes out of
Okay,
bicycle.
Kev, come here.
He comes out of bicycle is
he comes out, and the little like face on him, because I want to remind you that Nate gave him a
Ugh.
little like light up face. It's just with like animated tears. I'm sorry, my sex coffee addiction is tearing us apart.
It's not you. It's everyone, man.
Helena
love you,
is like,
Kevin.
we need more chocolate. Go into the no, I don't care that we're saving them. Go into the special rations. Yes, I know it's important. They just got protective magic through emotional damage. Can you please? And each of you also feels, besides your with your weapon, there's almost like a bit of that same glow you experienced with Charlotte's cafe, which essentially is kind of my way of like freaking going, here's your magical item that you now can use to fight the bad guy. But yeah, you all you see that the people like you are cared for by these people who don't even know you that well. They are bringing you blankets. There's a fire going. They have like one of those old trash cans and they're burning a fire in it to keep everyone warm. You see that the children are super excited because they're digging into like the special events rations that are like chocolate and some slightly stale marshmallows and like all the goodies that they don't get to have. And you see that Helena kind of like gives each of you the care that you need, but the four of you are left in the night as you see above you an actual starry sky with no sky glow. As the carpet of stars, the mosaic of constellations stretches out above you, a map, a guiding atlas to a world you did not even know still existed out there, as the smell of the sweets roasted on the fire mingle with the fresh air, and you can almost taste the night, and you're not really sure how it feels like, but it's like that sweet cold that comes down your that yeah, that was wording. It's just the kind of like the cold that like when you breathe in and you feel the chill in a good way. Almost like sex coffee. No, I tried to paint a pretty image. I fucked it up. Someone else talk.
You know when it slides down your throat the good way?
Oh, the what now?
Huh?
Huh? Anyway,
Huh?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
thank you, Nate.
Listen,
Sterling.
listen, I have emotional damage. I did this to myself.
Yeah. Sterling's just gonna walk up, is gonna grab Josie by the hand and just kiss her.
Oh, hello. Hi. Probably kisses him just as deep and goes, "What was that
I love you.
Oh. Oh. I. Oh. What? I can back up. Just a smidge
This is a
bit.
really nice change of pace. You all flustered and me feeling very good.
She just keep breathing really heavy, and the conversation with her dad, it's just kind of like coming back and just going, before I say anything, I have a question.
Ask it.
Do you love me, and do you like me?
Josie, I liked you before I loved you. And I very much still like you now. You're my you're my family.
Josie would just take them by the collar and pull them down very close to her face and go, I love you too. And if you get hurt again, I will
It's gonna
absolutely
happen.
I will smash you in the
It's
face, and
gonna but then I'm gonna get hurt and that kind of defeats the purpose of not getting hurt. You know what I'm
no, I'm
saying?
going to hurt you in other
Do
ways,
you like
trust
me?
me.
Because at this rate, I'm starting to doubt whether or not you like me.
So and then just pulls him in for the deepest and longest kiss and just goes, I love you and I like you. And that's why I want to protect you.
You know exactly how I feel.
I am going to hurt you in other ways, however. But
No.
I'm just saying, if we're going to go into this avenue as soon as we get home. But Sterling, you are also my family. And now your family is my family.
Thank you for what you did earlier.
No, you don't have to thank me.
You don't get to do nice things and not be thanked anymore. It's not how this works.
Mm, But I get to tell you that you are my home. And I love that. Just like I love you. Oh, it feels so good to
Right?
say.
It's like
Oh,
freeing.
God. It's
Also, we should turn our attention to Brava and Reggie because I want to see how they are after this.
oh, yes. And then she would probably just lean up against like Sterling and just like it's like her back is like on his chest as they're like leaning
Mm-hmm.
against the cave and then just goes, oh, this is going to be exciting.
Whee! They're both cross-armed shimmying.
Josie
That
pulls out
exciting.
popcorn from a pocket that we didn't know existed.
Oh, I was about to actually say one of the townspeople comes by and goes, "Oh, I've got some popcorn. Like enjoy it."
Ooh,
My goodness. Yeah, we charge. I don't know how many times to repeat this. We charge. But seeing them like come out the cave at the end and then hugging Kevin. They've had their cookies. They grab a couple that they know Reggie likes. And as he is clutching Kevin in front of a rock on the ground, in this circle. Like a little like a big spoon, they will kind of wrap above Reggie and their large frame. Um, and with the cookie in their mouth, give a cookie.
Um,
Before Reggie actually eats it, they pull it back and eat it all, and they just say ha ha ha, and they bring out another cookie for them.
thank you. I really like
No,
it
that
out
one's mine
here.
too. Actually, this one's yours.
Okay, you can have as many as you want.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I brought you the whole pile.
I really like it out here. You know, when I was growing up, we were always told the outer rings were bad and that everyone that came from them were also bad. But
Oh,
that's
that's
not
sort of true.
that's not how it seems to me. It feels beautiful out here. Like everyone is a part of the same family, a part of the same community. And I admire that
Yeah.
almost as much as I admired you.
Can you stop that? I don't do your performance reviews anymore.
It's never gonna stop. I don't
Okay,
care if you're
but
my boss or not. I I love you, Brava, and I have for a long time. And it's not just because you're smoking hot. You know, you have the most beautiful, beautiful soul. You care so deeply for those around you, even when you're pretending that you don't.
they stutter out a couple of words, but it doesn't come through, and they're like on Reggie's back, so they put a cookie in their mouth to stifle what they're going to say, and then hug Reggie. I I am grateful to you for all those years. You were devoted, but I'm so glad that you are choosing something for yourself.
It's only because you showed me what's right.
Sure,
My
I'm
devotion for
proud.
you will never end.
They put a cookie in Reggie's mouth.
Um,
Okay, you can't eat that fast. I'm trying to stop you from talking.
but I want to keep talking. I want to keep telling you how great you are.
No, we
It's
can't
one
do
of my
that all day.
favorite things to do.
And then they say, "Well," and they eat another cookie. Well, that's done. Okay. Let's go see if everyone else is okay. Also, you don't have to sleep on the couch.
Are we gonna get bunk beds?
Yes, you're gonna get bunk beds.
Could be attached to me, sweet boy.
So mechanically, I would like to actually bring up something that I had not brought up before. So every time you gain a fourth string on someone, you gain what's known as a string advance. If you gain a fourth string on someone, you have profound insight and learn something about them that they don't even know. The player tells you what you learn, possibly asking me for ideas, and it's up to you whether you share that insight with the character or not. In addition,
Mm.
you can clear all but one string on them and gain 2 experience points. So Josie, you have 4 strains on Sterling, and Alec,
Yeah.
what is something about Sterling that Josie sees that Sterling doesn't even know?
I almost said something crazy.
Do it. Do it.
No, I
You're a
can't.
dragon. Oh.
No.
You're uncircumcised.
No, you can find that. I think you know that, buddy. I would
No,
hope
He might not know what it means.
She definitely knows now.
Maz is like,
I'm throwing myself off of the stream.
I went and stood on that corner, just like
it's like the
just
cake.
jump in.
I'm sorry, we were sad for too long. I gotta bounce back.
No,
we gotta inject the humor.
on the levity. Yeah. Why do you think I brought out Kevin?
Totally understand. Twitch, do you understand now?
I think Josie knows that. Oh, fuck! This is hard.
I can help you with it if you want. It can be maybe a peek into what you saw in the cave and what it meant to you. It could be like, maybe Josie sees the spark of self-love in you for the first time and that you don't even fully know. Like, it doesn't have to be a big thing. Like, I had no idea about this about myself. It's more like, I've noticed this thing about you that maybe you're not really registering.
Yeah, I think that self-love aspect is perfect because I think Sterling is not, there's no facade anymore. I mean, there's a Sterling as she knew them before, like, was posture was hyper, proper and like almost ballerina-esque, but like now she stands like comfortably and exists within a space and takes up space in a way that is not performative. I think that they're just happy to exist at this point now. That's something that Sterling hasn't registered yet. You're muted.
I was going to say my face went as soon as you said that. Now, you can share this with Sterling if you want, but you don't have to. And you can clear all of the strains you have on Sterling except for one and gain 2 experience points.
Because it's Josie, I don't think she will.
That makes sense.
I think she just probably she'd notice it, and I think inside of her it just feels like it's good for her to see her just like as she is, as she's always just been in Josie's eyes. So it's just a delight.
As the night continues on, you see that there are people who sing some songs. There are people who are crafting. It's very cozy, and you do see a few people have like very, very old denial phones, but they're like, like what do you call it again? Jailbroken and like, wow, all the filler words. They're jailbroken and they have no trace of the denial app. But it does strike you that Charlotte had, and Brava, you saw this, Charlotte had texted something about using your true selves or the power you have to override the nanobots in some way. And that's something that may strike you in this moment is those genuine feelings. You see Divya, who still is looking pretty sheepish about everything, playing with a couple of children, and looks over at you, Brava, kind of with a, and it strikes you that maybe with whatever brain synapses, as Sterling, you remember Charlotte told you, the brain has its own electricity in a way. And you wonder if that's something that can be used against the nanobots, if there can be something that overwhelms the system. I assume you all get a night's sleep. That would be the hope anyway.
I don't know about sleep. Yeah,
Do you
definitely.
get a night's rest?
I don't know about rest.
reading my mind once again.
You see that Helena has deliberately put you all in 2 tents very far away from the rest of the
We're
camp.
gonna need those noise proofed. I don't know what you mean.
That's good. I'm a squealer.
I'm a squealer.
What is this episode? What happened? What is this?
Wait!
Squealer is getting
What?
fucking tattooed on my chest.
We went from moose to
Incredible.
piggy
Oh
noises,
my
baby.
It's getting clipped.
We're the whole fucking farm, dog. Oh my god.
What?
I'm a squealer.
I'm a squealer. You see that Christy, who is a nature witch, Christy grows plants to create a soundproof barrier around your fucking tent.
Incredible.
Ah,
Incredible.
there's magic in this world. There's
But-
magic.
I will say, Bravo was just going to watch the stars with Reggie, but my goodness, that's killing me. I can't even say that.
They're watching the stars. Reggie just starts going.
I can't. no.
Okay, so question, Nate, are you just emulating all the farm animals tonight?
Holy
We've got cow, we got pig now. Like, what is happening?
Look, I said what I
Is
said.
meow.
No regrets.
10 toes down, baby.
Yeah, sleep. Sleep is good. Everybody gets rest. Yes.
And I think for the first time, you don't have you always have that presence of your phone next to you at all times when you sleep. I used to be very guilty of this as a person. And there's something like you don't have any dreams where denial can try to reach its inky little technical fingers into your brains. It's probably the best night's sleep you've all gotten in a while. And when you wake up the next morning, you see that Divya and Helena and Christy and some other people are packing the van with what looks like a whole lot of weapons. And Helena kind of jumps down, looks at all of you. She's very agile in her fox beast form and just says, "So what's the plan then? Go back and fortify this place of yours, and then what?"
Show them that they can't control how we feel.
Do you have someone on the inside who can help you out?
Yep.
Good. Well, perhaps one day the distance between us won't be so great after all. Brava, bring the light that you are to Lower Barrens. Yes, I was worried about you and desperately wanted you back here, and now I see that I was very foolish.
No, it wasn't. It was brave.
You're brave. One of the bravest
So are
people I've
you.
ever met. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Now I'm talking about you. Are they always this bad? They look at Reggie. They've always been this bad at taking compliments. by the
Don't
way. This is
answer that.
Yeah. Sorry, I had
Okay,
to.
time out.
It
Turn
was-
around. 1
Way
minute
to
over
go,
there.
Reggie.
Sorry.
you, s- you see Divya goes, you got the time out, buddy. All right. Yeah.
I'm used to it by now.
Well, before we embark, can I have a moment with these three? Private?
Please. Of course. You see
Thanks.
any NPC in the area moves away.
Hey, run. All right, team, huddle up. Thank you for always being here. Reggie, thank you for always being so blunt. Thank you for always bringing the warmth of the sun with you wherever you go. You make the worst days so much better. Brava. This is going to hurt for both of us, and I'm sorry. Thank you for
You're
how
the one with the
much.
broken arm.
Okay, fuck you. Anyway, I'm being appreciative. Thank you for seeing me. Thank you for caring. I see you, and I care for you so deeply. Let them see how perfect you are just by being you. Josie, I love you. And we're here to take care of you just as you're here to take care of us. It's give and take, not just take. And the only way we get through it is together. You don't have to be the strongest one here when we're all carrying the weight.
Bars.
Bars!
So mad right now. I'm about to start crying.
Thank you for being my friends. Thank you for being my family. Couldn't have found a better one.
Brava goes around and gives Josie a forehead kiss. Pulls Sterling close, kind of almost gives him a slight slap. Gives him a kiss. And then to Reggie. You'll get yours later, but still, I love you all.
Josie, I think Josie would, with your permission, Moz, I think Josie would just go up to Brava and hug them, but hug them tight. And that gesture of, I got you, and you have nothing to worry about. And then go over to Reggie and hug him too. And she's not a hugger. This is a woman who just doesn't like hugging people. Um, uh, Goes up to Reggie and just gives him the biggest hug as well, but leans close to his ear and just goes, "You be good to them."
You have nothing to worry about.
I know, darling. But you be good to you too.
I'll try.
And then hugs them a little tightly too, but then goes over to Sterling and then almost instinctly doesn't hug them from the front, but goes behind them and hugs them from like behind and just holds them close to her. And it's like she she starts like tearing up at their back, and it's the first time like she's ever cried in front of people, and she's just like, okay, I love you too, Sterling. I love you all. I hate this. This is the worst.
We've got you.
You you are all the best friends I've ever had. And you've taught me so much. And I don't know how to say how grateful I am for knowing all of you. But you are so incredible. And I hope that I can do everything I can, that I will do everything I can to make you all proud. Because I am so proud to call you all friend, to call you all. And Reggie reaches out and grabs Brava's hand, to call you all family. Let's go punch some capitalist face, huh?
I'm gonna kill a lot of people.
Oh my God.
Reggie, when we get back to the Hurston, we'll do a week-long trivia night just for you.
Yes. That's really, it's really nice. Thank you.
As you all load up in the van, Divya drives you, and you see the outer circles vanish behind you, heading back towards the Silver Fortress, the electric spikes reaching up to the skies of Belbarons, a sight that would normally feel so incredibly intimidating. But instead, it is a declaration of war you gladly accept. And as you smell the sand turning to soil, then to streets, you know that it's time to come home and take it back. And that's where we'll end our session tonight. Oh God, I have cried off all of my makeup.
Just be that
look
way
great.
sometimes, you know what I mean?
It does. Well, let's go around and introduce ourselves once again, give a little bit of self promo. So, my name is Jocelyn. I have been your game master tonight. I am an actor, singer, storyteller. I run tables at Tipsy Tiger Tables, though I'm not doing anything until June on the stream. I'm trying to run a whole bunch of different TTRPGs and get better as a creator and get to meet some super cool people like the people at this table and tell some really awesome stories. So catch me on the socials, being a little silly little tiger. And we are going to be back not next week. Our finale is going to be on the 28th. So I know we're going to be just as impatient to get there as you are. We're going to go to Insha.
Hi.
Relatable content.
I'm Insha. I've been Insha and I will be Insha tomorrow, I think. You can find me on the internet if you'd like. I'm going to not be on the internet tonight because I will just be horizontal and an emotional wreck. But yeah, if you want to find me, I'm there.
Alec.
I feel that.
What's up, dudes? How's it going?
Doing pretty well. Thanks, bud.
My name is Alec. My pronouns are he, him. You can find me all places on the internet, Tales Archived. I have played Sterling for you this evening. When I'm not here, you can find me over at Tales Archived running Known Realms to Lesh, a 5th edition campaign set in my homebrew world of Ayosha. We're doing some fun stuff over there. If you like fantasy, if you like fairy tale themes, if you like things like that, come find me. And you can also find me playing some Pathfinder 2nd edition over at Stealthy Elf Production. That's me, gamers.
We're gonna go to Nate.
What's up, internet? I am Nate. I have been Reggie. If you want to check out more of me, you can check out Escape the Dungeon podcast, where I play as Christina Lopez, a wizard whose girlfriend is possibly the key to the apocalypse. Who knows? Things are probably gonna go bad, but let's hope it doesn't.
Be like that. Sometimes.
We're playing Urban Shadows 2nd edition. It's super fun. You can also check me out. I am guesting on RP Jesters, a podcast where we're playing Old Gods of Appalachia, and I play as Chet, the Swamp Wizard. Don't let the silly name fool you. It is a horror story and it gets intense. If you're thinking to yourself right now, Nate, I hate podcasts. I want to see faces. That's okay. I do streams too. Next next
look at
Wednesday, it is my fault that we will not be playing this because I will be over on Roll D5 running a game. We will be playing the Council, a game I am creating myself. Super nervous about how that's gonna go, but hopefully it goes well.
Watch
It's
party at Roll
inspired-
D5 on Wednesday. Let's go.
This is inspired by Song of Ice and Fire, Game of Thrones, all that good stuff. Political intrigue, fantasy setting. Hopefully it goes well. If it doesn't, come yell at me, tell me what I need to change about the system. It's not out yet. After that, then we'll be playing the Wednesday after that. Then afterwards, over on Help Action Needed, we will be playing Root, game with fun, lovely little animal critters, where I'll also be running. Hopefully that goes well. If not, I'll never run anything again.
I swear to God. All
You're
right,
gonna be perfect.
Maz, we're gonna go to you. Is there anything for you and for Star Crawl? If there's anything else coming up for Star Crawl?
Yes. For Starcrawl, right now it is currently this. Once editing is all complete, you guys will see the promos for A Proper Yearning. Now, what is that? I fully forgot the whole thing. Proper Yearning in a Time of Uncertainty is a game by Howdy Darling M or Meadow that we're running with myself, Insha, Jacob, Nikki, and James, where we play, well, different Regency playbooks. And we try to be cute and stuff. It's real cute. It's part one, so that will come out later in the month. And check out anything in the Discord or our socials for casting calls because we have upcoming games coming out, which is really awesome. Yeah. For me, definitely check out my Talking XP tomorrow. We're doing a charity game. It's really, really cool. I'm playing Candela Obscura, where in that game, I'm a matriarch, widow, yes,
Widower?
who is badass, very sexy, very cute, who has money and a lot to spend. So come through. Um, hang out with us. If you can donate, please do. It is to an incredible organization. If you want any info on it, I'm going to post all that on my socials. So definitely go check that out. Um, yeah, we have a lot of games coming up, but some are in editing phase or recording phase. So right now it's just a chill time, you know? But yeah, back to you.
All right. I think Alec is taking us on a raid.
Oh shit! Yeah, I
So-
gotta do that. All right.
I
Yeah.
can do that. I can do that.
Okay. Well,
Either
Miles is
way.
gonna do it, but I'm gonna throw us to our ending screen.
All right.
Hang on,
Thank
y'all,
you
while I
all.
get that set up. And
Wait.
yeah, give them awesome love. I'll be on this Forgotten Adventures on Sunday.
Mm.
And I have not landed one spear hit in 2 episodes. And my girl is a badass. Okay? It looks really bad for the brand.
Third
Okay?
time's a
Really,
charm.
really bad for the brand.
Third time's a charm.
Okay? Okay? She's tall, she has a spear, she
Mm.
has muscles for days. She is Rhea
Mhm.
Ripley. Okay?
Mm.
And she has not. Anyway, it's fine. I mean,
Maz
it's
is
fine.
upset.
I'm not upset. Anyway, I'll be on it.
Thank you all for
You
being
sure
here,
about that?
and we'll see you on the
I don't believe
28th,
you.
everyone. Bye.
Bye.